Welcome back, Brush Monkeys. We are continuing our look at the Frostgrave Witches box set with the Blue Witch. So her robes are all going to be shades of blue. She's got lightning coming out of her hand, and we're going to do a cool blue effect on that with some Gulliman blue glaze. I think that's going to really make that stand out and pop. I think it's going to look really good. And yeah. Otherwise, we're going to do her skin in amber skin and soft skin wash, hair in zealot yellow. Her robes are going to be blue, like I said. The book cover there is going to be blue with some wraithbone and pallid bone pages, snakebite leather bits, the pouches and belts and what have you, and all that. And yeah, absolution green and niblet green for the base. And forest green for the base band, like we usually do. So I think she's going to turn out really nice. So let's get started on her. See how she looks. See ya. Alright, we've made some progress on our girl here, and I made a couple of changes in her painting plan. For one, I started to do the Iandin yellow on her hair, or excuse me, the zealot yellow on her hair, and it looked really weak over that over the zenithal priming. So I went ahead and painted the wraithbone on there. I also painted the wraithbone on her book and the book strap. And I painted a little bit of white on the lightning just to give it a little kind of base there. I also did her eyes in white, which I normally don't paint the eyes, but this time I'm going to do that same Gulliman blue glaze on the eyeballs and make it look like she's got that kind of lightning power coursing through her. The final change I did was I decided to go with Leviathan blue for the leathers instead of snakebite leather. So she'll still have blue leather pouches and everything. It'll be a really nice dark blue, and I think that's going to look really fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on her hair and her over tunic. As you can see, I already did her under tunic with the Talisar blue. I'm going to do her over tunic with ultramarine blue. And once I get those done, we'll come back and take another look at her. But yeah, she's coming along pretty nicely. So I will see you soon. Bye. Alright, so now I've got her her leathers all based with the wraithbone, and they're getting ready to be painted with the Leviathan blue. I went ahead and did the lightning effects with the Gulliman blue glaze, and I really like how that shows up. It looks like it shade washes it in the right places, it highlights it in the right places, and it shows that white that I painted on there through it, and it still allows that transparent effect on there. So I think it looks really good. It did not look so good on her eyes, so I changed up her eyes and painted them with Aethermatic blue OSL, and then went back in with the white ink and kind of touched up the eye again, just to kind of give it that glow effect where she looks like really crazy power mad. And of course her Iandin yellow hair looks quite a bit better on over the wraithbone. So I'm going to go ahead and go do her leathers next, and then we'll come back and see how she looks after I've had a chance to charge my camera, because it looks like it's going to die soon. So see you in a bit. Bye. Alright, so I got her leathers painted, and that Leviathan blue is really dark blue, as you can see. It's still wet, but it's going to dry about that dark. It's a very dark blue. So what I'm going to do to just kind of differentiate all the different blues a little bit more than they are now, and to tie everything in together, is I'm going to give them all a light dry brush of Emmerich blue, which looks really bright on camera. It looks a little bit too stark for some of the darker blues, but I think if I brush it on lightly enough, I think it's going to help tie everything in together and kind of unify everything and make it look really good. I also got to do the buckle on her book there, and I'm going to do that with Palomino Gold and Greedy Gold, just to kind of help that pop. But yeah, she's coming along really well. I like how she looks. I'm digging it so far. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, see you in a bit. Bye. Alright, I've got the Emmerich blue on there, and it had exactly the effect I was hoping for. Gave a nice subtle dry brush. It looks a little more stark on the on these two colors here and along the bottom, but that's the camera doing that. It really does look a lot more subtle in real life. It helps to pick out all those little pouches and belts and everything, give a nice edge, dry brush to those, nice edge highlight to the darker blues. And yeah, I think it really looks, it looks a lot brighter on camera than it does in real life. In real life it looks real nice and subtle, but I really like how it looks. Also went ahead and did the pallet bone on the book and the belt buckle there. So I think for all intents and purposes, this gal is pretty well done. I'm going to go ahead and do the base with the Absolution Green, Niblet Green, and Forest Green, which you've seen me do 100 times. I'm not going to do that on camera. So I think when we come back, the next time you see this gal, she'll be completely done. So really quick little paint job, but effective. I like how she turned out. So I will see you in a bit. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, there she is, our finished blue witch. And she looks really vicious. Really like how she turned out. I think this was a lot of fun to paint, and a really quick little paint job. Speed paints make a big difference in painting some of this stuff, and so do glazes and ink washes and things like that that kind of help with the lightning effect you can see on there. So she turned out pretty well. I really like painting her. So next week we're going to be painting the yellow witch, so tune in for that. And in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom here. If you like what you see, click like down below, and if you want to be notified when new videos get posted, click subscribe. And in the meantime, if you want to support us in any way, check me out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We're on all those platforms. If you see a miniature on the site that you want to make one of your own, hit me up on Instagram. I can quote you a price for that. And if you want any Flying Monkey Studios merchandise, like t-shirts, things like that, hit me up on storefrontier.com/flyingmonkeystudios and get all your merch there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.